I don't know if any of you noticed this, but Maria Taylor, who just got Rachel Nichols fired, Maria Taylor is in a picture posing alongside of Drew Brees. They are now partners. Maria Taylor and Drew Brees are, as it pertains to going forward, the NBC Sports Network. And some of you may be saying, "Well, why is that news? That doesn't sound like very much of a story." Well, what I would encourage you to do is at least consider what Maria Taylor said after Drew Brees explained why he stood for the national anthem. In particular, I am going to read you some of these quotes. Do you remember when Drew Brees came out? Drew Brees got in trouble last year when he said, "I'll always stand for the flag because of what it means to me and to honor all those who have sacrificed, who have served and died for our country, and those who have struggled to move this country forward." That's what Drew Brees said. That was controversial. Everybody got furious at Drew Brees. Remember that? When he had the audacity to say that last year. In response, Maria Taylor was so mad. She was then at ESPN. What did Maria Taylor say? "Shame on you," she said on ESPN's First Take. Would Drew Brees do this if there was no backlash? Did his heart actually change? This was after Drew Brees apologized. "You were not doing the right things before, and I really wonder why the apology is happening now. I'm exhausted, and I'm tired of having to listen to someone say something like that. How dare Drew Brees say why he stands for the national anthem?" And then having to sit back. Well, maybe he didn't. Maybe it's not in his heart. When you reveal yourself to me and you say something like that and say it out of an intolerant mind, oh, the irony, and or heart or a non-empathetic heart, and for the last 5 years, all we've seen is countless deaths in the street, my patience left my body when I watched George Floyd take his last breath. That's Maria Taylor ripping Drew Brees to the high heavens for explaining why he stood for the national anthem. Well, as Bobby Barack points out, one of two things is true. Either Maria Taylor is a very forgiving person, and she doesn't hold a grudge, and she always puts her team first, and so she'll pose with Drew Brees for a photo. Obviously, if you paid attention to the Rachel Nichols story, that seems fairly unlikely. Or, this is the truth. Maria Taylor was never actually mad at Drew Brees. She just got angry because it was good for her brand. And now it's good for her brand to be a good teammate and pose side by side with Drew Brees, smiling like she never ripped him to the high heavens and said anything negative about him at all.